AITA for telling my grandma she doesn't get to guilt trip me when she disowned my dad? 25F, love my family, but my grandma has always been difficult, controlling, judgmental, and somehow always the victim, no matter what she does. When my dad was in his early 20s, he married my mom against my grandma's wishes. Grandma hated my mom from day one because she wasn't good enough. Mom came from a working-class family, while my dad's family was a bit more well-off. When they got married anyway, Grandma disowned my dad. She literally told him, if you walk out that door with her, you're no longer my son. He did. They moved out, built a life together, and raised me and my younger brother. My grandma missed 20 years of birthdays, graduations, and milestones because she refused to forgive him. When I was about 15, she suddenly decided she wanted to reconnect. Not because she regretted what she did, but because her health was starting to decline and she didn't want to die alone. My dad was hesitant, but he agreed to meet her for the first time in years. It didn't go well. She spent most of the time guilt-tripping him for shutting her out, as if she hadn't cut him off in the first place. They never fully reconciled. He passed away 3 years later after a heart attack. Grandma didn't even attend the funeral because it would have been too painful. Now, she's 82, and she suddenly decided I'm the one who should be keeping the family together. She calls constantly, saying things like, "Family is all that matters, sweetheart. You shouldn't hold grudges." Or, "You're my only hope of keeping our family close again." But here's the thing, she doesn't ask how I am. She doesn't talk about my dad fondly. When I bring him up, she gets quiet or changes the subject. It's like she wants to pretend she didn't destroy her relationship with him. Last week, she called me crying, saying she's lonely and that I don't visit her enough. I told her I'd been busy with work, but she said, "Your father would have wanted you to take care of me." And that's when I snapped. I said, "You don't get to guilt trip me about what Dad would have wanted. You disowned him. You made sure he died knowing his own mother didn't care about him. You don't get to rewrite history just because you're lonely now." She went silent for a moment and then hung up. Since then, my aunt, her daughter, has been texting me nonstop, saying I was cruel, that Grandma is old and remorseful, and that I should show some compassion. My brother, on the other hand, said, "Good. Someone needed to say it." Now the family is divided. Half of them think I disrespected an old woman who's trying to make peace. The other half think she's only reaching out because she has no one else left. Honestly, I don't hate her. I just don't think she gets to erase what she did, not when it broke my dad. So, AITA for telling my grandma she doesn't get to guilt trip me when she disowned my dad?